There are new launches that look perfectly safe on paper, but yet few years later, you buyers can't understand why is it performing this way. And it's not because the project is not good, and it's also not because you guys made a bad decision, but it's usually because at the very beginning, you all didn't notice these important pointers, and eventually you find yourself holding on to a lemon. Hey guys, my name is Veroy from The Real Collective, and today I'm going to be breaking down the truth of Narra Residences. So in this video, I want to walk through with you the 5 critical factors whether this project suits you or not. We will be looking at the 5 foundational truths: the appeal, what's overlooked by most buyers, unique differences in layout, buyers beware, and who is it for. Let's start with the appeal, but first, let's anchor a little bit about the project. Before we go any further, here are some facts so that all of us are on the same page. Narra Residences is a 99-year leasehold project in the Dairy Farm location, and this is a joint venture between Apex Asia and Centali Realty. Alright, Apex Asia is known for projects like Ecopolitan, Artisan 8, and then Centali Realty has been around since 1980s. They actually developed projects like Sanctuary at Newton and stuff like that. So in terms of scale-wise, right, Narra Residences has about 540 units across low, mid, and high-rise blocks lah. Okay, so with that combination itself, I would say that this kind of goes to suit the family-oriented kind of buyers. So with this combination, right, large unit count, developers, and in that location, you guys already can predict what this project is going to look like. So starting with the appeal, right, let's talk about why buyers are drawn to Narra Residences in the first place. Okay, so firstly, more than half the unit types over there are 3 bedrooms and above. Now when you hear 3 bedrooms and above, then you already know this project is primarily for families. And in terms of the harmonization, it follows the URA planning guidelines with the GFA harmonization, which generally means average sizing is on the larger side, or rather more functional as compared to the older developments in that location. And when buyers see this kind of layouts and this kind of familiar planning within the development itself, it actually creates a sense of natural demand. And when buyers actually look at that, a lot of them will look at this homestay project, and that actually makes them feel very safe, giving them the motivation to enter. Hey, but guys, aren't we just touching the surface here only? And over here, don't scratch the surface. Let's go a little bit deeper, and here's the truth about what's overlooked. Now here's the part that people don't pay attention to. The biggest thing about Narra Residences is not about the price, it's not about the layout, it's the site plan. So in Narra Residences, the blocks that we see over here, they are actually parallel to each other. What does that mean? That means that privacy and spacing and even the views, right, will actually be very different from what you guys were initially expecting. On top of that, there are also many surrounding plots over there slated for future residential developments, which also means some of the open green views that you guys are seeing is not permanent. And the issue is not even about the site plan being bad. It's just that having this kind of differences, it actually creates an uneven buyer experience for a resale buyer in the future. And most of the time, buyers who enter, they only realize that after you guys collect keys. And once you understand that, you guys will understand why I always say this: buy the right timing, buy the right project, buy the wrong unit. Gone case. If this has been useful so far, do give me a like and subscribe, because that goes a long way in motivating me to continue giving you real good content. Not all units in this project will feel the same and look the same. Some units will benefit from wider spacing, better internal facing views, but others will face neighbouring blocks more directly, which will affect privacy and daily comfort. Most buyers prioritize size and price first, but I'm going to tell you this foundational truth. Living experience in the unit itself, it's more important, because these are things that don't show up in brochures. These are things that you don't get to see. Distance between block, light penetration, facing, views, things like that. And with the same project but different unit, you actually get different outcomes. It is very, very common to see 10 to 20% difference in resale prices when you guys want to offload it. And guys, I'm not even talking about 2-bedroom versus 3-bedroom. I'm just talking straight up about same unit types, just purely due to the stack positioning and facing. And that difference in profits isn't about luck, it is actually a decision that's made on day one. And if you guys only remember one thing from this video, remember this: layout choice is more important than you expect. Buyers beware. And this is the point where most buyers get it wrong. Overall, Narra's layout are fairly efficient, pretty good, and also decent, but there's one particular layout that I think you need to pay attention a little bit more. That is the 3-bedroom plus study layout. On paper, it looks like a premium option, but in pricing, it actually overlaps with the 4-bedroom compact units. And again guys, when it comes to the resale market, it is not about whether I like 3-bedroom plus study or I like 4-bedroom. People actually compare things, and you don't want to get into a situation where the buyer comes in and asks, with the same price, what can I actually get? And that is the time where you would see your 3-bedroom study versus your 4-bedroom compact having some form of overlap. So you can see over here, right, the 3-bedroom plus study, it actually comes with a study, and yes, it's quite a sizable one. But on the contrary, if you look at the size in particular, 3-bedroom study and the 4-bedroom compact is effectively the same size. And more importantly, it is almost identical in layout, but the only difference is that the 4-bedroom compact, you actually get a 4th bedroom instead of having a study. And again, because this development is targeted towards a family-oriented kind of buyer's behavior, which unit will shine more? Now, just ask yourself, would you want one more study or you want one more bedroom? I think the answer is very, very clear. So the natural question to ask ourselves is, does this project still work? The answer is yes. But who is it for? For the right buyer. Veroy, what do you mean by right buyer? Well, you see, in that location itself, we are seeing a high population density. Now, we have the Bukit Panjang, we have the Choa Chu Kang, we have the Bukit Batok site. These are the potential upgraders who are looking to capitalize on their HDB profits and upgrade. Now, when we want to upgrade, we want to upgrade to something better. And because Narra Residences over there is going to be one of the more efficient and better layouts, that is the thing that's going to be a natural demand for upgraders in the future. Now, if we take the 818 square feet versus the 8900 square feet unit over there, you would think that it's much smaller. But guys, a well-planned 818 square feet 3-bedroom today will definitely function better than the older square feet, because these new rule plannings actually reduce wasted space and it makes layout more functional. So if you guys are there thinking that, oh, this one is not so good because the size is not big enough and the buyers don't want to downsize, in fact, buyers are not really downsizing. And who will be your potential buyers in the future? It will be from those people who already have their base in the central west area, where their families, their parents are all there. They have to go somewhere as part of societal progression in terms of upgrading their asset. Then guess where are they going to go? That's right, they will definitely look at yours as a resale option in the future. And that is also the time where the stack choices becomes very important, because that is the time where your unit will shine if you choose the right layout, right unit, and right facing. If you want every unit to feel the same, make the same, or you want uniform views without much consideration, then this may be frustrating for you. Because with all the checks and the lack of supply in these recent months or recent quarters, we expect to see overwhelming subscription once again. And you don't want to be in a situation where you are there and you have to choose any unit just because you guys want to follow the crowd. And if you follow the crowd, right, this project isn't for you, because the project isn't the problem. How you choose becomes the biggest and most important factor on how to approach Narra Residences. So in all, this is definitely a development that clarity really matters, and if you guys don't even understand this, the rest of it won't make sense at all. So if you guys want me to run through with you which stack, which layout, or floor level and pricing actually makes sense for you based on your long, short-term goals and your holding plan, right, please WhatsApp me directly. My number is over here, 81834833, or you could also scan the QR code to join my collective community. That's the place where I share early insights and breakdowns just like this, and same frameworks which I use to evaluate projects properly. My name is Veroy from The Real Collective. Real people, real estate, real results. I'll see you at the next project review. Cheers. Sayonara.